Today we're going to be looking at threading with Python scripts. And for those of you who are unfamiliar with what threading is, basically it allows more than one process in your script to run at a time. So basically think of it like this. Normally when you write a script, it goes through each command. You might have some loops in there, but if it's looping, it doesn't continue with other commands. So if you need two things running, like timers or whatever, at the same time, you need to thread them, and Python has a thread module that will help you with this. So let's have a quick look at this. Let me silence my phone real quick. And there we go. Okay. So let's try writing a little script here. I'm going to say vim and I'll type in tim.py for time Python script. And we will start off with our shebang line, usr/bin/env for environment, Python, just telling our operating system that this is a Python script, use the Python interpreter. And then we'll import the time module. And let's just say we want to have two timers going at the same time, where one prints a message every second or 2 seconds, and another one prints another message every 3 or 4 seconds. Well, without threading, that's very difficult to do. So let's say we'll create a while loop here, and then we'll say time using the time module that we imported. We'll say sleep, and we'll sleep for 1 second, and then we'll print first. Let's save that and make it executable, like so, using changemod +x and the name of our script. At this point we can run it by doing // and tim.py, and you'll see that right now every second it will print the word first. And we'll do that until we Control-C to interrupt it. If we go back and look at our script, that's exactly what it's supposed to do, but let's say we want every second for it to print first, and every 2 seconds for it to print the word second. Now you could use some variables in there for something this simple and say, oh, if x equals 1, then do this, if x2 does this, very possible for a simple script like this, but once you start getting more in advanced stuff, you're going to really want to be using threading. So let's go ahead and also import the thread module here. And then we will define a function, and we'll call this print_t for print time. And we'll send two variables to this function. One we'll call name, and the other one is delay, which is how long between the messages that it will print out in seconds. As you'll see when we add to here, we'll create a while loop. We'll say while1. We'll say time, we can just use the loop we already have created here to save time, but we do have to indent it. So instead of printing the word first, we're going to print out the variable that we're going to pass to it of name. So, and instead of 1 second, we'll just put in delay, which will be the other variable here. So what we're going to do is we're going to thread, and we're going to thread this function twice, but with different variables. And we'll do that down here. We will use the thread module, which we imported up here, and we will say thread.start_new_thread. And then inside a pair of parentheses, we'll say print_t, which is this function we created right here, comma, and then we're going to pass it some variables, which are the two variables, the name, which is what's going to be printed, and the delay in seconds. So this first one we'll just say first thread, and we'll say comma, and we'll set this to 1 second for that one, comma, and then we'll close that with the end of parentheses. So that will start one thread, which basically will start that function and loop it continuously, but at the same time it will continue the script. So if there's stuff past it on this point, it will continue doing that while it's doing that loop. And what we're going to do is we're just going to start up another thread. So we'll say thread.start again, _new_thread, and we're going to run the same function in this case, but obviously you can run other functions if you had other functions. and we'll send a message of second thread. This way we can determine the difference between the two threads, and instead of waiting 1 second every loop, we will be waiting 2 seconds. So we'll close up those parentheses and let's quickly look at this. So we're creating a function here that's going to loop, and every however many seconds are sent, it's going to print whatever message is sent. So we create that function, but it's not running yet. We have to call it, and that's what we're doing with this thread right here. We're running the print t function, and we're sending it first thread, which is now going to be equal the variable name, and delay is equal to 1. So now we will loop, and every loop it will sleep for 1 second, because that's what we're passing to it, and then we're going to print the message that is the variable name, which in this case would be first thread. And then while that is looping, and that will continue going forever because while is true, we are going to run it again, but send it different variables. So every 1 second it will print this message here, and every 2 seconds it will print this message here. And then not only will it be looping those, but it will continue with other things in the script down here. So let's actually add another little sleep right here. We'll say time sleep, and we'll say 4 seconds, and then we will print a message, hello. Let's go ahead and save that, make it executable. Oh, you know, it already is executable because we are still working with the same script we made executable, so we don't have to run that again. But we'll say // name of our script, we'll start running it, and after 1 second it says first print every, okay, so we got every second it's going to print this message, which it does, and every 2 seconds it prints this message, but after, I think we said 4 seconds, it printed this message, and then exited out of the script. So this is where the pass statement that we went over in our last tutorial or previous tutorial is going to come in handy, because we don't want the script to exit after printing that hello message. Let's go back into our script here. So as we can see, it will be looping, and those loops would continue forever as long as the script is running. Once the script dies, it will stop printing those messages. And so basically after 4 seconds, it will stop. So what are we going to do? We're going to create another while loop, and this is like our main loop here. Basically, if you played with Pygame, we do this a lot, and it just loops forever until you exit out of it. So we're going to have our while loop here, and what are we going to do? We're just going to say pass, because we don't want it to generate any information. We just want the script to continue looping and running those threads until you kill the script using something like Control-C. We will save this script and run it again. And now you see every second it prints first thread, every 2 seconds it prints second thread, after 4 seconds it printed hello once because we didn't thread that out, it will only run once. But as you can see, the script does not end because right now we're in that while loop with the pass statement waiting for you to kill a script. And those threads, since they are while one true, it will continue until we kill it. And using either a kill command from another terminal, or in this case we're just going to press Control-C and that will kill that command. So that is very basic, very simple threading, which is very important when you get into more advanced scripts. So I thank you for watching. I hope that you have a great day, and please visit the links in the description. I'll have this script that we just wrote posted there, and I hope that you have a great day.